everybody, and welcome to Womiba channel. Okay, yesterday I got an email. Somebody was asking me that she wants to migrate to Canada and she's looking for cheapest college. So I think it was 2 days ago, and she said her parents are the ones sponsoring it, her movement. And again, due to the fact that they are civil servants, the money and everything should be, what I mean, it should be the cheap and the good school where she will be going, and there will be no much traveling to get job and everything. So I have to start calling school from United Kingdom, because I do call to confirm with what they put out in their website, because administration or administrative department might have changed something due to things, and it will not be updated in the website. So when you do the research, you have to call, like if I'm doing like a college or university for somebody, I have to call the head of the department to make sure that what I'm reading or what I'm seeing online is what is going on. Because in that regard, you will be able to get we call it the on time, the real time information. Okay, now the admission department have told me that with 2,700, that a student still in Africa can start processing their admission, but of trying to get passport, trying to get school fees, and trying to get everything in order. When you're traveling, you're trying to get your transcript, you're trying to get your original certificate, you're trying to get this and that. Maybe most of us, you might have gone to university that is not in your location now. You need to start traveling, you need to start doing this, you need to start doing that, you need to start doing all sorts of things. Okay, now, why this school? Because apart from that, your parents might be the one paying school fees. Hey, there's another way. Because your parents might not budget for, I call it living expenses, because that's what most people don't put in. Because before you are traveling or going, it is hard, except politicians, that will sponsor your living expenses. What are these living expenses? You might need to be going to school with transport. If you convert the daily transport or monthly transport or yearly, or the one you pay, or quarter year, or how you want to pay it. Because in UK we have monthly tickets, we have weekly, we have quarter. You can buy 3 months tickets, you can buy 1 year. So that is it. So if you check it, convert it in naira, I don't think, or convert it in cedis or shillings, whatever. If you check it to an average, average senior staff salary in these countries, you will see what I'm saying. It is not all that. These are things we forget, and we start this journey once we pay deposit. And again, when you come to a country, you might not have the money to pay for the deposit in the flat. Because I have a student that came this April. In the city where she is going, they didn't want to take 1 month deposit. I struggled till I found a family that were able to rent to us. So these are the things that, because before you are going to be looking, you have to pay that. Okay, in Nigerian naira, you might say, because the room there is 500 pounds, so which is approximately 500,000 in naira. So she has to deposit 2 months. What they were asking for is 2 months deposit. No, we don't have that 2 months deposit. So we now have to start looking for, till we found that family that gave us this 1 month deposit and the running months rent. we paid, and she started going to school. After 3 weeks, people that promised job didn't turn up. I'm just giving you a scenario. What can go wrong if you're migrating? They didn't turn up. And due to the location, if she even start traveling and coming out to a place where she will get job, it is another problem. So, in view, looking at what she passed through, and her mother, it just we thank God that her mother were able to raise funds. We were able to raise £1,000 from back home and give her to sustain for the time, the jobs. So now, if I'm trying to, tell a student something, you go for a cheaper school. One, you go for where you know you will get real help too. Number three, you will now go for where the living expenses will, even if there's a high increase of living expenses, the rent, the feeding, the transport, everything, even if at that, you have to get a job, be able to get a job that will sustain that. So, having all these things in mind, I think Centennial College, Canada, is the real deal for anybody on budgets. Whether you're doing nursing, but this girl, she's planning to come and do cybersecurity. People are moving into tech now. So Centennial College, they told me 2,800 the deposit, I think it's 2007 or 2008, but it's not up to 3,000 United Canadian dollars. So it's not up to 3 million in Nigeria. This is all you need to go to this college. And again, it is in the heart of Toronto, Ontario. So now, can you get job? Yes. Can you get access to transport? Yes. We all know that Toronto is not like, it's not like a place where if you're not driving yet, you will now start waiting for a bus for 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Because what people don't know is that if you're combining schooling and working, your time is so precious to you. You don't need to, spend that time in traveling. So you need somewhere whereby there's a transport, there's the real living expenses is so low. Even if it is not so low, the jobs are not in competition. You can't compete before you get a job. That's the idea of going to a place where all these things are guaranteed. Then you are sure that if you are on a budget, that because I will call it a budget now, studying in a budget, then you can now go. It is so easy to be able to move around anywhere in this city. I have asked 2 people and they gave me their yeses. So you can move around. You can go to any place you want. It's transportation links and connection. You can't wait for 1 hour, 30 minutes or thereabouts. These are the things people don't tell people moving to Canada, that public transport is a nightmare if you are not mobile. And when you are traveling on a budget, getting a car, paying this tax, paying this car insurance, paying everything, is not something you will be thinking of because you are on a budget. So staying in a budget and studying in a budget is so important. So you have to get down with the jobs, you have to get down with the study, you have to get down with the movement, you have to get down with the living costs. I have not even talked about feeding because I know most people can fast, to get by. So now you have known all these things, then you now can start making your choices after you have graduated, can you get a job in this zone? Can you get a job in this city? Yes, of course. Everybody knows that Toronto is a big city. Ontario, where this school is a very nice place. So it's not something that people will now come and say, hey, I studied here and I didn't get this, and I did this and I didn't get this. No, 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 my dear. In this school and in the from the students there, you are guaranteed things like good transportation. The foods are cheap. So if you want to, if you're in a budget and you want to shop cheap, all of us in United Kingdom, we know that when we go to Aldi and Lidl, we get things cheap. If you want to do things in a higher budget, you know where to go. Hey, but now in this city in Canada, everything is in moderation to the money, to the jobs there. So this is where I will now end this video. Sorry, where I will now end this video, and I wish you luck. And if you have any problem, I will leave the school admission number in this screen, because you need to call them to confirm what I've just said. And the students I will be sending there is doing cyber security something. So for technology, they are good and all that I have heard. And again, somebody with these skills and going to study cybersecurity might even want to work remotely and earn a bit more money. So it's not, you can copy down this number and call them by yourself. Start, the course you want to do, and start talking to them by yourself. Get further details by yourself and start making plans, because they are taking students and you are guaranteed 90%. You are guaranteed. They have 90% acceptance rate. So it's a guarantee. I'm just telling you now, because I've not seen somebody that applied that was rejected. So, but I'm not going to say 900%, because nobody is perfect. Okay, I'll be ending this video now, and try to subscribe. Please try to subscribe. Try to subscribe so that I can be coming here all the time to bring quality content for you and help us, help all of us to grow. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.